Hello my fellow gamers and welcome to round 2 of this best out of 3 between Jenna on occasion on Turin, who are playing in the semi-finals, where so far Turin has got 1 win over Jenna. So in this matchup, Jenna on occasion needs to win this game, otherwise he won't make it to the final and Turin is through. In this matchup we have Jenna is using the Beastmen and Turin will be using the Greenskins. Let's jump to the armies to see what they brought along. So here is the Beastmen army. So we have some Ungor Spearmen herds with shields on the flanks. We also have Ungor herd, one Ungor herd there, and then a couple of Gore herds, all with shields as well. Very helpful. We have at the back here a Brave Shaman of Beasts on a chariot. Kazrak the One Eye on his chariot. We also have a Gorball, some Razor Gore chariots, and some more Razor Gore herds here. I'm loving the Razor Gores here. It's good to see them. Over here we do also have some Chaos Warhounds and some Centicles with the throwing axes. And over here I'm further flanking force, 2 Centicles with great weapons and Chaos Warhounds with poison. Now if we go over to Turin's army, he's got a very solid line of 3 Black Orcs there. Then he's got a flank force here of Orc Biggins. I suspect that's the same over there. Yep. We then have Forest Goblin Spider Riders on each side. In the centre we have the Rusty Arrows with 2 Goblin Big Bosses. I believe, are they both on spiders? Goblin Big Boss on the wolf and a Goblin Big Boss on a spider. Nice mix up there. We also have Azak the Slaughterer on his little flyer there. Well, I say little. We also have 2 Doom Divers and 2 Nasty Skokers protecting them. The match is 4.5 minutes long. And the Beastmen outnumber them by about just over 100. So let's get straight into it and see what they bring. So straight away, what's going to be good is these are 2 offensive armies. Well, no, the Beastmen have to advance because you've got the Doom Divers, which is going to cause a lot of problems. Though this is Turin, so Turin never stays still for long. So Doom Divers now being fired on these flanking forces. Wouldn't be surprised knowing Turin that he's manually firing them while microing everything else. So it looks like the main engagement is going to come from this side. Spider Riders are moving back. The Slaughterer is moving forward. There is bosses. Got these Centicles of the Throne Axes going in. Doing a nice bit of damage against those Black Orcs. Looks like the Razor Gore chariots are moving in. The flank has been kind of scared off. And let's not forget, guys, how Jeddah must be feeling during this battle because he has to win it. In goes his Ungor Spearman, but I think I know how that's going to end. But they have taken quite a bit of damage. In comes got the Razor Gore chariots going back and forth, doing a nice bit of damage on those Black Orcs. Gorball doing a lovely barrel roll straight into there. Gore herds following up as well. A Flock of Doom, Jenna's signature spell being dropped there. Good hit as well. But it looks like, what's going on here? He's had Spirit Leech dropped on him. I thought he was breaking, but he isn't. These guys are smashing through the Black Orcs on this flank. The centre, though, I would say was most likely in the Orcs' favour, but I could be wrong there. Chaos Warhounds. Oh, no, these they don't have Chaos Warhounds. It's No, these are the Chaos Warhounds. Okay, for some reason I thought they were the Razor Gore herd. Getting in there, chasing down the Rusty Arrows and the Nasty Skokers. On the flank here, we've got the Centicles and Chaos Wolves trying to get past, but the Orc Biggins will cut them up, but they have scared off the 1 Unifying Goblin, and I believe there was some friendly fire by the Goblin Doom Diver. The Centicles are going to rally, probably, hopefully. Good flank charges, but these Orc Biggins will shut these down quite nicely. But the Beastmen have actually won this flank here. The Black Orcs here have been beaten, so now this group and this solid line here can start moving in and dealing with the centre. Now, I'm not quite sure who's going to win this one. Probably the Black Orcs, because there's Razor Gore herd. They need to get out, and the Spearmen need to hold them in place. But we do have this good support unit here of the Doom Divers, the Nasty Skokers, and the Rusty Arrows getting some good hits on the unit over there. The Centicles trying to lower them down. The Big Ear can go down. I believe that. Another Flock of Doom going down there by Janet. Black Orcs are taking quite a beating now. These cycle charges and that are not doing well, but we do have the Orc Biggins coming back on the side here. Goblin just right in front. There goes the Slaughterer charging straight into there. Probably calls them to terror out now, which is a very good move. Try and win that flank over. Nasty Skokers beating off the Centicles over here. If we go over here, we do have the Goon Squad over there trying to defend this flank. We got the Razor Gore herd, but there's not much health left on them. Trying to get a good charge of the Razor Gores to get these Black Orcs. If they can break, there we go, they're starting to waver now, but the Goblin bosses are not coming in. Brave Shaman keeping out of the way. We do have Kazak, but he's taking on all these Black Orcs on his own. That can't be a good thing. And he's got Scourge dropped on him as well. But yeah, these Black Orcs, they are starting to waver though, which is good. If he can get out of that, that'd be brilliant. The Chaos Warhounds of Poison are being ripped up there by the Slaughterer. Makes sense. Got some Black Orcs coming from the back. We do have some Sentinels with throwing axes. As you can tell, is that another Flock of Doom going down? Yes, it is, of course. Janet really showing off what he's about, but I'm not sure about this Razor Gore Chariot. Yeah, no, they're doing some nice damage there. They're trying to get some Sentinels trying to get through the nasty Skokers and that, but they seem to actually be losing against them, which is interesting to see. But the Razor Gores are now being teamed up by all the leaders there. Black Orcs there have broken. Got the Brohammer, Razor Gore, Sentinels with the throwing axes coming in. Kazakh is coming in to counter these Black Orcs by the look of it. Yep, see if he can break them. But there's a lot of Beastmen breaking, and the balance of power is hugely swung in the favour of the Greenskins. Yeah, the Beastmen leadership is just not holding out at this point. 30 seconds remaining, and we've still got this good solid core of Greenskins, and these guys here as well. And they've still got their Goon Squad, the Goblin Big Bosses and the Slaughterer. Chaos Warhounds trying to get in there, trying to send Tentacles, trying to get spray. But another Flock of Doom has been dropped by the Grey Shaman, but immediately Kazakh is broken. And that means the rest of the force will break with him. There we go, guys. Janet, on occasion, is out of the running for final. Turin has made it with a 2-0 win. It looked really good for the Beastmen at one point, but it just swung really badly, unfortunate. So there we go. Janet will have to battle DahvPlays to try and get the glory of 3rd place. Turin is through to the final with John Torm for Total Brohammer, where they'll be playing a best out of 5 for their game to finally decide the winner of this tournament. I cannot wait to cover that. We have, so if we go over the units, One Eye got 35 kills, the Brave Shaman got 36, Gobbo only got shot 7 and then got shut down quite quickly by the looks of it. Ungor Spearman 15-7, the Ungor Herd got 5. Gore Herd 26-16, Sentinels are great weapons 3 and 37, Razor Gore Chariot 5, the Sentinels of Throwing Axes 7-29, Chaos Warhounds of 17 and the Poison of 19, and the Razor Gore Herd they have a 19 as well. We have the Slaughterer has got 21, the Big Bosses got 8 and 6, the Big Ins 58 and 71. Then the Black Orcs, look, 49, 48, 151, amazing. And even these guys, Doom Diver Catapults, 38 and 30. Nasty Skokers did a great job defending the rear there, 23 and 27 kills. The Spider Riders 1 and 7, but they were a good nuisance unit. And finally, the Rusty Arrows of 16 kills. So there you go, guys. The next round you'll be seeing would be the battle for 3rd place, which would be Janet on occasion versus DahvPlays, which would be a best out of 3. And then finally we will have the finals, which I'll probably do as a single video, to be honest, because it's going to be such a big deal. So we will do a single best out of 5 single video between Turin and, I've gone blank on names now, John Torn. There we go. Don't want to get muddled up too much. So thank you very much for joining so far. If you haven't seen the previous videos, do watch them, because you've got 14 YouTubers battling out to get to this stage. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so. Trying to reach 500 before the end of the finals, which will probably be next week at this point. And of course, hit that like button and do comment below. Love to hear your thoughts. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you next time. Till then, take care.